everybody, it's Holly here, and I am going to do a video today. I know it's been a long time since I've done a video, and I'm going to do a video today about planting garlic. And it's the 2nd of May, so it's a little bit late in the year, but it's not too late to plant garlic, and so I thought I'd just show you how I do it. And actually, do you want to meet our new pets? This is Puddles and Leopold. They were hand raised by some friends of ours, and they couldn't have them anymore because they kept flying over the neighbour's fence and causing problems. So we've inherited these two. Say hello. And they're pretty friendly because they've been hand raised. And they love peas. Anyway, so I'm going to plant some garlic, and every year I save my biggest bulbs of garlic, and so these are my biggest ones. You can see that some of them are already starting to shoot through the skins. Another one starting to shoot here. So yeah, they're definitely in need of being planted. So first thing I've got to do is prepare my bed. So this is where I'm going to grow them this year. You can see I've started just preparing my bed, getting the weeds out. This is really light soil, so it won't take long to do that. And you can see where I've accidentally left some garlic in last year. So these garlics obviously didn't get harvested, so you can see lots have shot through here. So I thought I'd just leave them and see how they go as a bit of an experiment. But yeah, that's what I'm going to get to doing now. So I'll take some more video as I go along. Okay, so I've got my garden bed ready, all cleared out of weeds. You can see down here, I'll actually take you down. I've actually planted garlic in these crates in the past. This year I've planted them out with some onions though. They're kind of a bit more like a shallot. So that's what I've planted in here this year, and so I'm going to use the remaining space here for my garlic, and I'm also going to put some more garlic in the igloos again. I grew some in the igloos last season, and they did really well as well. So let's come over here. For the soil preparation, what I tend to do is put a layer of compost down. So this is actually like a mushroom compost, and I'm going to top dress the entire bed with that, so that it's got the right nutrients to support the growth of the garlic. And I also use a pelletized fertilizer, an organic pelletized fertilizer. You can just get this from any nursery or Bunnings. I think this is the dynamic lifter one, and I sprinkle that down. And yeah, so that's the next thing. So I'll get the bed ready, and then we'll plant the garlic. And it looks like my co-workers are back. They helped me quite a bit before, eating any bugs that I was uncovering as I pulled the weeds out. But yeah, it looks like they're back again. They very much love people. Okay, my bed is now ready, so I've put down my compost layer, and I've also put down my pelletized fertilizer, and now it's time to bust up the garlic. As I said before, I saved my biggest heads of garlic, and you can see just how big some of them are. Like, it's pretty enormous. So this garlic, I originally got it from my friend Ben in the Yarra Valley. He lives quite close to me, and he and his family have been growing this garlic since his grandmother was growing, and so it's been years and years and years, and every year they save more of their biggest heads, and that's what I've been doing for the last 4 years as well. So this garlic has been grown in this area, I think Ben said for maybe like 40 plus years, which is amazing. So to plant the garlic, all you need to do is take the paper off the outside. You don't need to peel the cloves at all, but you can see all of the cloves that it reveals. And so the reason why you want to save your biggest heads every year is because the bigger the clove that you plant, the bigger the head of garlic you'll end up with. It's kind of no point planting these tiny little ones from the middle. Save those and eat them, and then plant your big ones. So I saved, I think, about 30 heads of garlic. I think that's how many I planted last year as well, and I ended up with maybe nearly 400 heads of garlic bulbs. Yeah, I don't know, a lot. So I've actually still got more that we haven't yet eaten for the season. So I haven't bought garlic in the last 4 years, which is really, really awesome. So I'm just going to get to work on that. I'm just going to put them all in my basket, saving the biggest ones, putting the smaller ones aside. So another reason why it's a good idea to grow your own garlic is because a lot of shop garlic, unless you're obviously buying it organic, a lot of it is sprayed with, actually almost all of it is sprayed with like a root inhibitor. Can I just show you this one as well? So this looks like it's one bulb, one giant bulb, but inside I can see that there's actually two in here. So if I plant this, can you see that there? If I were to plant this one like that, ooh, even though it looks like it's one base plate, it's actually two cloves, and it would grow into two garlics. So I'm either gonna, because they're still really big, I'll bust them apart and I'll plant them if I have space, but otherwise I'll save those and we'll eat those. So yeah, so it's good to grow your own because it's one of those things that is highly sprayed, and it's also, there's a lot of travel miles with garlic, so it's often hard to find Australian grown organic garlic. And I just think it's really easy to grow. I just don't think it's very hard, so long as you've got enough sun and you've got your soil is loose enough. So obviously if you've got really heavy soil, sometimes the bulbs can rot. But other than that, I just think it's really easy to grow, and it's something you can save every year, and it's a good crop to teach your children with, because it's like a big seed almost. It's easy for them to join in and plant as well. My kids aren't here today. They're in Mornington. They ran a marathon. Well, not a marathon. They ran a 5K race this morning in Mornington, so with Nathan. So they are busy doing that and having fun, and I'm getting on with this job that's way overdue. The other thing to look out for is, because I've stored this myself over the last, well, since I harvested it, which was before or around Christmas time, sometimes you do get a little bit of rot in some of them, and I can see this one has a little bit of a rotten patch in there, so we'll put that aside. We're not going to plant that. Another reason why I love growing garlic is because it grows through the colder months and you don't need to water it very much. Like, I just kind of do leave it to its own devices for most of its growing season. Alright, so that'll do for now. I'll just get planting with these ones. So again, you can see these smaller ones, I'm not going to bother planting those. I'll just take them inside and we'll eat them on a garlic pizza tonight. Yum. So when you're planting them, this little growth plate where the roots were, that needs to go down. That's where the roots are going to develop from, and the pointy bit goes up. And you can see from this one, for example, that's already started to grow, that's a good indication of which way's up and which way's down. And you plant them about as deep as they are big. So I'm going to plant them, this will be under the ground. Yeah, so just in like that. That is literally all you do. Cover it over and that's done. So it's done. I have planted about 100 garlics in this row. It's not massive, but that's about, I think I've probably got about another half that amount to go, so, like another 100 to go. So they'll go in the igloos, and I've got some more inside as well that are left over that are still big enough to plant. So that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of this weekend. And yeah, why not give it a go yourself? It's really, really easy. It's a great crop that adds so much flavour to everything that we eat. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye. What do you think, Nathan? How long to go?
6 hours.
Really?
They feel juicy.